We are living through a global pandemic that is absolutely disrupting life as we know it. Since the beginning of the internet, we haven't seen anything like this, and it is causing all kinds of major things to happen, whether that's people losing their jobs, sports being canceled, travel bans, and it's touching each and every one of our lives. And in this video, I just want to share 3 things that you can do as a content creator or entrepreneur, small business owner to really survive and thrive during this time. If we're just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell, and my passion here on this channel, Think Media, is helping you with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. I wrote the book with the co-author Benji Travis, YouTube Secrets, and our passion is really helping you learn how to master the tools and the technology as well as the strategies to thrive, especially during times of crisis. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments how this has affected you already. Have you already been displaced in terms of a job or working from home or part-time? And if we look at some of the stats right now, it's absolutely crazy. And as business owners and as entrepreneurs, I think there's a lot of things that we can do during this time to survive and thrive. We can see that this global pandemic, this virus, is actually boosting digital media consumption across the board. This is an eMarketer article. So really, as a content creator, we have to face the fact that actually more people are consuming content than ever before. More people are on their phones. More people are stuck at home. More people are on social media. And so actually, this is a time where we need to be leaning in if you're a content creator. And if you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner and you haven't started creating content or you're not doing it at scale yet, this is the time to be doing it. Look, e-commerce growth in this same article said that less people are going to be going to grocery stores. Less people are going to be shopping in shopping centers and shops in general, and more people are going to be shopping online for whether it's affiliate marketing or whether it's, of course, just online spending in general. That's only going to be going up. And this article from TubeFilter today came out that viewers' content consumption is going to be going up 60%. So if you're a content creator, this is a time to really lean in. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some strategies for that. And the specific topic is how to survive and thrive in a recession. 3 tips for content creators and entrepreneurs. If you happen to be here live, I want to say thank you so much for being here. What's up, Brendan? What's up, Luigi? What's up, Addie's mom? What's up, Athletic Cousins? You know, the reality is I just want to also from my heart just send out love and peace. And I hope you're safe. I hope your family's safe. I hope you're doing well during this tough time. Man, there is some major pain being experienced and a lot of fear and a lot of worry, and it's legitimate. I mean, there is just society and cities are slowing down. There's so much disruption, and I hope you're doing well. And I want to be clear that the tips in this video are directed at you if you're already creating content on YouTube or if you want to start, or if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur. And what I'm not saying is how to profit from a pandemic. What I am saying is how to profit and thrive and survive during a recession, during a crisis, during a virus, right? And so we have to, be so sensitive. The reality is you're stuck at home. The reality is you've lost your job. The reality is you've been disrupted, or maybe there's other domino effects that have been triggered because of this. I want to share 3 tips that can help you today. If you're new here, our mission at Think Media is to help you build your influence with online video and social media. And here's tip number 1, creating over consuming. Creating over consuming. If you're a content creator, if you're an entrepreneur, I can't stress this enough. You really got to be creating content at a whole nother level right now. If you're already a content creator, it's what you do. But here's a trap I think we can fall into: the constant scroll, the constant just consuming news articles, drama. Now hear me. I'm not saying don't stay informed. Please stay informed, but you're going to get the news. And a lot of times what we're finding on here, the refresh rate is off the charts. People constantly refreshing. What's new? What's new? What's going on? What's happened? There's not a lot you're going to be able to change by consuming and by constantly scrolling. Listen to this article. This was an article that said passively scrolling through social media is harming your mental health. Facebook actually admitted that heavy social media use, particularly the kind that involves just passive consumption, can trigger a lower mood. And if you've ever got stuck in a scroll hole and felt like rubbish afterwards, like you're not alone, right? And so Facebook's admitted this. Now, this was actually acknowledged before there was heightened levels of stress, heightened levels of panic, hysteria, and fear. So more than ever before, you've got to be careful to stop scrolling, put down the phone, unless you're going to pick up the phone to film with it, and start creating. You're a content creator. Right now, if you're listening to this and you can hear my voice, I kind of want to challenge you to ask the question, what would your highest self do during this time? I want to challenge you because I believe you're a leader. I believe you're a thought leader. I believe you're an influencer. And I believe that each one of us, whether we're followed by 10 people or 10 million, have a chance to pump out more positivity right now as a content creator and less panic. That we have an opportunity right now to put more good in the world and less worry. That instead of adding to the drama, that we can double down on discipline and really make a difference in people's lives, while at the same time fighting for our families, our businesses, our income. And so you have to focus, I believe, on creating over consuming, right? And here's a couple questions to ask regarding this is really like, how much time did you spend creating this past week versus consuming? Like, if you were to just reflect over this past week, and you could tell me in the comments, like, how much time did you spend consuming, just maybe watching stuff? And I know it's probably not all the news, but it could be like just random mindless entertainment. And trust me, I'm all for entertainment. I just finished Red Dead Redemption 2. I can't wait for Last of Us 2. Can I get an amen? You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait for Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Who's a throwback? And you know Final Fantasy. Like, I get it. We're going to have time to like Netflix and chill. What up, Sonia, my wife? You know, we're going to have time to like, she's pregnant, by the way. We got a baby on the way. What crazy times, right? And you know, we have been Netflix and chilling, if you know what I mean. What am I saying? Look, how much time did you spend creating though versus consuming? I'm calling you to be a leader at another level, to ask yourself, and not just putting out anything, but what if you put out your best work during this time? Your most positive, your most encouraging, your most helpful, your most funny, your most entertaining, your best work. And how much content are you consuming that's helping you grow? The one content that I think is consuming, and I realize I'm preaching to the choir here at Think Media because you're literally watching an educational video right now. And obviously, I think that it's good to consume something that's going to help you learn, grow, get better at your craft, make a difference. If you're a business owner and an entrepreneur, now's the time to learn digital marketing and online marketing. Now's the time to learn how to produce online videos. Now's the time to learn how to live stream. Now's the time to double down on the skills necessary to survive and thrive in the digital era, even more so as more people are online than ever before and stuck at home. You got to adapt. It's adapt or die. You got to position yourself to maximize with an absolutely disrupted economy, society, and world. And so creating over consuming. Let me know, how much content have you been creating and how can you double down on your content? You know, here at Think Media, we're doubling down. We're trying to, by the first of next month, go to up to 7 videos a week daily. What else are we going to do? My entire travel schedule got canceled. And it's all getting rescheduled. Traffic and Conversion Marketing Conference, I was speaking there, rescheduled. NAB, pushed back, rescheduled. Video Marketing World, moved online. Smart move, adapting to the situation because people are stuck at home. Artisan Summit in Las Vegas, I was speaking there, got canceled. Lots of things are changing. So what am I doing? I'm not going to just shrink back, buy 3 bottles of wine and just wine. Come on. I'm going to double down on what I can control. Man, life is so out of control right now. We need to double down on what we can control. And I want to call you at another level. If you're a content creator, create some content. And if you're a starting content creator, don't worry and think in your head and wonder, like, will it work? And is now the right time? Well, dude, we can see that there's never really a right time. And now is the right time, because what else are you going to do? Complain, ponder, worry, and just take your mind off it and start shooting some videos, creating some content, create over consume. If you're getting value, hit the like button and let me know what your content creation schedule maybe has shifted. Great to see you, Doggin. What's up? And what's up, Bella? Let me know what your content strategy is right now. Zarina says you got to just press record. That is what we always say right here. But let's get into tip number 2, which kind of ties into this idea that if you're going to consume content, the kind of content I think you should be consuming is content that sharpens the saw. All right? What do I mean? Abraham Lincoln, the American president, said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." What does he mean? If you got 6 hours to accomplish something, spend 4 of those hours sharpening the axe, getting better, getting ready. It doesn't matter how much effort you throw out of it. Some of you, you've been creating videos on YouTube. You're like, that's right. I'm doing like 2 a day, man. I'm doing like 3 live streams a day. Well, those live streams quality might be kind of low. You actually might want to do less content, more doubling down on making your content better, learning how to better lighting, better video, become better as a communicator, master YouTube, master modern marketing, study social media platforms, study the algorithm. I mean, that's what this channel is all about. So if you haven't subscribed and ring the bell, hit the bell, yo, so that you can stay in the know on how to shoot better B-roll and how to edit videos. This is a time. Life's disrupted. You know, how do you thrive and survive during recession and during crisis? You double down and you sharpen the axe. Now's the time to invest in yourself and learn. What can you learn? What skills could you develop while you're stuck at home? What skills could you develop when your whole life has been disrupted? And myself and the Think Media team are here for you. I hope you've been enjoying videos from Nolan. These are just some of the videos we have out. How to get better audio in your videos. Study. If you haven't seen this video that I did with Heather Torres from Think Media, how to make YouTube videos from start to finish on your phone. This is a 40-minute tutorial that will teach you with just this, how to shoot thumbnails, edit thumbnails, upload and post and publish to YouTube with this. That's it. Now's the time to not only do that, but tip number 1, create instead of consume. Consume some content on maybe that's going to sharpen the saw, and then create. If you haven't seen videos, we got videos on editing. Omar El Takori, like myself, the whole Think Media team, we're here to help you create content. Plus, of course, you know, we've got trainings on YouTube, right? And trainings, get the audiobook. What are you putting that's going to feed your mind, feed you intelligence over mindless entertainment? You can only consume so much Disney Plus. A lot. I get it. It's amazing. But you can only, at some point, you want to start investing in yourself and planting seeds today for the harvest that you want to reap tomorrow. There's so many things out of control right now, but we can sharpen the saw during this incredibly tough time. If you also didn't hear, we just launched a podcast, the Think Marketing Podcast. And so it's out now on Apple, Spotify, Google. If you haven't subscribed, check it out. And it's a video podcast, so it's on YouTube as well. And so again, we are pumping free content your way. This is a lot about building the business side. For you business owners and entrepreneurs, get on the Think Marketing Podcast. For you business-minded content creators that want to take your marketing to another level, your branding to another level, your messaging to another level, your strategy to another level, check out the Think Marketing Podcast. And of course, we'll summarize show notes in the YouTube description below. But you got to sharpen the saw. A lot of people right now are going to waste a lot of time, and they're going to lose even more territory than, yes, getting laid off. And that sucks. It freaking sucks. And you're stuck at home, but you could sit and wallow in misery, or you could rise up as a leader. Ask yourself this: what would it mean for you to be a role model right now for your spouse, a role model right now in your family, a role model right now of peace, of leadership, of vision, of staying centered while people are panicking, of having a clear vision in the midst of massive lack of clarity? It's possible to still be decisive and to really double down on your discipline and sharpen the saw. And so tip number 3 is, and I've got a bonus tip at the end too coming for you, but tip number 3 is then cultivate creative thinking. Are you like me? And when all this stuff starts to happen globally, you start getting like squirrel brain, where you're sitting like you're trying to work and like you could barely think. Like you're trying to plan a video, but you're like, there's just so much going on. And it's natural. You're worried about your family. You're worried about your friends. You're worried about events. You're worried about how you're going to pay bills. You're worried about what's going to happen next. And what we learn, though, is that creative thinking just goes out the window when we're in fear and worry. And here's a problem. The problem for a content creator and the problem for an entrepreneur is you are paid in proportion to your creative thinking. The future of your survival and you thriving is dependent on your creative thinking. But if you're stuck in fear, then you're going to really be in trouble when it comes to creative thinking. Listen to this. Fear shrinks your brain and makes you less creative. So neuroscientists have found out that when we're in fear, in a fight or flight mode, listen to this. It's kind of like, it's actually like syndromes like PTSD. And if you've experienced terrible situations for long periods of time, there's this concept called neuroplasticity. It actually will change your brain. The idea is your brain has like these brain waves in it or like you see it like roads. You know, if you've ever been on a road in your city and you're driving when you used to drive to work or when you used to drive someplace, if you've ever been on a road that had ruts in the road, because so many people have driven in the road and like it's almost sketchy, it almost makes you crash because if like you drive in it, but you want to stay out of it and like your wheels go in it, it kind of like makes your car turn because so many cars have driven over that road over and over and over, creating ruts. Well, neuroplasticity is our brains are like that. When you repeatedly are in fight or flight, when you are constantly in stress, when you're constantly in fear, when you're constantly in worry, the problem is you're actually rewiring your brain to constantly be in those modes. And so your brain actually shrinks. It can make your brain grow so that you can either make your brain fluffy and healthy by your patterns of thinking, or you can shrink it down. We're talking about creative thinking right now. And right now, we're in a very dangerous place where if you're mainlining the news, constant scrolling of just negative information, constant worry and not sharpening the saw and being intentional about your state, intentional about your soul, intentional about your thinking, intentional about staying positive. Sean, how do you stay positive in a negative situation? What's the alternative? Like how do you stay negative in a situation? Just don't fight, give in to it. You have to choose to do something different. Go for a walk, eat healthy, listen to some positive content, read something that's going to change your attitude and your mindset. Take action and don't just let yourself drift down the current of culture right now, which is mass hysteria and panic. And here is the problem. This thing is real. It's very dangerous. And there's legitimate fear that should lead to wise caution and vigilance. But the biggest pandemic is panic. It really is. People are going nuts. They have to limit shopping and limit how much toilet paper or water people can buy. That's not helping humanity. That's what to just hoard for yourself or to just react and overreact and with those types of, you don't need that much toilet paper, man. Like, if you look back and study out the Great Depression and other times, you can use newspaper. I know it sucks. You could use cloths and wash them. You could get a bunch of rags and throw them in the washer and rewash them. You could get through without toilet paper. Now buy toilet paper, but you've seen this stuff. This is fear thinking. If you're a content creator or a business owner, or you want to start this and figure out how to make money from home, you have to guard and make sure you get into a state of creative thinking. Because think about it. Right now, you need to stay creative. You need to stay innovative. And I've got a crazy case study to share with you of Canless. So this kind of just illustrates Canless Restaurant is in Seattle. It's a very it's an amazing place. It's actually a very high-end fine dining place. I've only eaten there 2 times in my life. One time it was because my cousins work there. I mean, your dinner's going to cost you like $400. When my cousins work there, I got to go with them and I was like, this is the best. They took Sonia and my wife and I out for a when we got engaged. And so it was like just amazing. It's one of the nicest meals I've ever had in my life. And then we went one time for the celebration 2 years after we launched YouTube Secrets of selling 35,000 copies. Like, we were so pumped. And so here's what's crazy though, is if we actually look up Canlis's Instagram account, they have pivoted, and you can actually see creative thinking in action. While most, and it's real, restaurants are closing their doors and they don't know what they're going to do. And they're shutting down, and they might be destroyed during this time. They might go bankrupt. Here is the opportunity, and this is the crossroads you're at right now, you and me. You have a choice to either give in, do nothing, or a choice to get creative and look for solutions and look for the opportunities in the midst of obstacles. So here's what they said. They shut down this fine dining restaurant, okay, because they have to by law in Seattle, Washington. Times are changing for now. We're shutting down our dining room, and we're going to bring the food to you by law. They launched 3 businesses out of one: the Bagel Shed at Canlis, Canlis Drive-Thru, and Canlis Family Meal. Okay. So then here they go. They go, we are now in our war room trying to literally disrupt ourselves, our whole business, and figure out how we're going to do this new business. Like, we have new branding, new fulfillment. The whole thing is flipped up. And then here's the deal. They launch, and it's not even the same fine dining thing that it was. Now it's Canlis Drive-Thru, burgers and fries, $14. Veggie melts, $14. Canlis salad. And here's what's crazy. Look at it. It says the line is crazy. Thank you, Seattle. When they launched this and they opened this up, they said, we'll sell out in a few minutes. If you're not already in line, don't come our way. So they have to buckle down, react, close their restaurant, flip their business model. They launched 3 brands, and then they are selling out. Here's a picture of all the bagels selling out. They got their new bagel shed out front. See, this is an entirely different vibe than even their other business model. Here's my question to you. Have you been in fear thinking or creative thinking? Can you guard your heart, guard your soul, guard your mind, and be more intentional so that you stay positive, stay faith-filled, stay hope-filled, and protect your mind? Because you need your best ideas right now. You need your best video ideas right now. And look, they could be way out of the box. They could be pivoting from doing one thing to doing 3 different things that don't even look like your first thing. Kind of like Canlis. Here's their meals on the go. Family meal delivered as live. Link in profile to order. Hashtag we got this, Seattle. Adapting. Drive-thru sold out. And it's been so encouraging to me as I've watched this on social media, following them. I live in Vegas, and by the way, we do an event called Vegas Influencers. It's online this month because we can't meet in person, right? And that's vegasinfluencers.com if you're a Vegas local. And once again, when we will be able to meet in person, we do that monthly. It's a meetup. But I just love seeing that they are finding a way to get creative. How can you be creative in the midst of these challenging times? You got to guard your mind, man. You got to guard your thinking. And I get it. This is why I've been doubling down on discipline. If we're not connected on Instagram, if you want to connect with me over there at Sean Cannell, I do kind of like a daily vlog just on my Instagram stories. And today I was talking all about double down on what you can control. Can you move? Can you hydrate? Love your family, sleep, feed your faith, turn off the drama, exercise, eat smart, stop scrolling, get up, sleep. Do the things that matter most. This is my Instagram if you want to be connected over there, so that you can keep yourself in creative thinking, because content creator, you need to lead right now. Entrepreneur, you are a leader. You're a role model. I get it. You're freaked out. And I get it. We're losing money. Stuff's happening. But can you act like Canlis, adapt, pivot your business model, and do something to actually protect and not just survive during this time, but thrive during this time? Yeah, you can. You got to get creative. If you're getting value, hit the like button. And here's the thing. In a second, I've got a bonus tip on how to make money from home with YouTube and affiliate marketing in just a second. But question of the day, has your job been disrupted? And do you have extra time at home? I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you want some one of our free resources that can help you during this time, if you haven't downloaded our viral video checklist, it actually is just where we talk about right now, specifically on YouTube, if you're doubling down on content and you want to be getting more views, you want to drive leads and sales as a business owner, you want my formula for how to attract new subscribers and break through the YouTube algorithm and really learn our step-by-step process, you can get that free at viralvideochecklist.com, link in the description. It's also, there's a 3-part video series with it, and that's our commitment to you. I mean, our business is helping you succeed and thrive at all times, but especially right now. And so I hope that this stream's encouraging you. I got a bonus tip in just a second, but I want to hear from you how you've been disrupted. If are you having to work from home? Optopolis says I've been mentally disrupted. And so, some people are home based. And so that's maybe what you're doing. But have you lost your job? Are they making you be on part-time? What's actually happening in your life right now? Donald says, my business where I work, I have no work. Bartending is dried up. My heart goes out to you, Donald. My hope is that you can, here's a recap of the 3 tips, create over consume. Now's the time to lean into being a content creator, because TubeFilter told us that content creation is going up by 60% based on Nielsen predictions. eMarketer told us that more social media, more e-commerce, it's all going up right now. Now's the time to learn in. Cass, good to see you. Yep, working from home and using that time to do more on our channel. I love that. Cassandra has an amazing YouTube channel about helping people with their career growth. She's going to be on the Think Marketing podcast coming up soon. It's great to see you. And so, but let me hit you with this bonus tip here real quick. And remember this, e-commerce growth is blowing up right now. Of course, it was already growing, right? And so this was a stat from eMarketer that internet users who are going to avoid stores as the outbreak worsens, right? And that you could see the different ages, people that are going to avoid shopping centers and malls. In some cases, prohibited. And then some people are going to avoid shops in general, the dark blue and the blue. So e-commerce is just going to continue to grow. And so I want to just give you an example of how you can be productive and how you can make money from home one way with this right here. So this is a video I did actually years ago on the best greens powder. Now think about it. Some of the industries that are going to thrive right now are industries like health. People are worried about, how do I boost my immunity? How do I stay healthy? How do I get food? Of course, restaurants that are shipping to home. Amazon is hiring, I believe, tens of thousands, over 100,000 people for shipping, because people are at home. How much more shopping is going to go up on Amazon? It's going to be like crazy. How much more shopping is going to go up in e-commerce? It's going to be crazy. So things like, even relationships, entertainment. During the Great Depression, entertainment. So if you're a vlogger, if you make people laugh, if you make people cry tears of joy, or you move their heart, like now is the time to double down on content. But specifically with affiliate marketing, this is a good example as people are thinking about, what can I order from home? Maybe you want to get into even network marketing, whatever. And so this one video, I'm going to show you how this makes money. So if we type in like best greens powder, remember YouTube is a search engine. And you can see right here, you see keywords everywhere, that 4,400 people a month search for this search term, okay? And this is what's called a ranked video. So my video that came out 3 years ago is still ranked. I'll show you how to do this in the viralvideochecklist.com. But this, you type this in and obviously optimize a video, create a video. Now I shot this video and I sat right to my left here in front of a window and I reviewed this product that my friend Lewis Howes recommended to me to try. I started drinking it because I love staying healthy on the go. Now even more, dude, you should see my morning routine, man. It's like, I'm taking immunity shots, vitamins, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people probably are. So even during this time, people still are going to be, buying food, right? They're going to be thinking about different things. Online shopping and e-commerce is exploding, right? And people got time, so they're watching videos. So this is over on my Sean Cannell channel. The video ranks in search. It's getting 6.6 views an hour. This is what vidIQ is showing us right here, the 6.6. So the video is 3 years old, yet every hour, 7 people are watching this video. And you think about the power of putting out a video like this, and yet it just continues to get views, rank in search. Here's like the tags over here right above my face on the screen of the different search terms. And if someone types in best greens powder, it ranks number 5, or Organifi review 27 or whatever. So that's why it gets views. So then what's in the description here is an affiliate link, meaning I didn't create the product, right? So you might be thinking like, how can I make money from home or make extra money on the side? All I'm doing is reviewing the product, but then linking to it as an affiliate. So then it takes you over to this sales page, right? And it talks about the benefits of this product. And if somebody purchases this product, then I end up making a commission on that sale. That's how affiliate marketing works. Now, what's crazy is with a site like Amazon, you might make 4% on like a tech product, which can be good if somebody buys something more expensive, but it's not a very high percentage. You can find affiliate marketing programs like this one that will pay you as much as 30%. This one pays 30% of the sale. And listen, if someone subscribes to the product, you get paid on continuity, meaning, let's say they just get one bottle a month, just like I do, because I love it. You're like, okay, it's part of my routine, whatever. Then every single month when that bill goes out, you keep getting 30%. So this particular video has generated around $1,000 over 3 years in YouTube ads. That's not a lot of money a year, but about $330 a year. But it's generated over $10,000 in affiliate marketing based on what I just described, right? So can you see like how powerful that is? And that's just one tip that I want to give you as far as during this time as a content creator, that is a way to make money. Now, maybe you're a business owner and entrepreneur. Use YouTube to let people know about your products, services, how you can help people. But definitely, if you want to learn more about that, check out that viralvideochecklist.com. And I also will share a video that will break that down for you as well. But I want you to know that I appreciate you, and hit the like button if you've been getting value out of this video. Maker Brain says, I need to update my game so I can start affiliate marketing. Coco says, who else is unemployed and still doing YouTube? You might find yourself on unemployment right now. While on unemployment, double down, build your influence. Thanks for being here, Coco. Burke says, yep, affiliate marketing, smart move. And Just Frugal Me, I'm glad you got value out of this video. If you got value out of this video, hit the like button, and you're going to love the video that I have for you next. If you want to learn 3 specific different ways to earn $1,000 from home using YouTube and different methods, I've got a video on that. So you could just click or tap the screen to watch the video right now, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. Stay safe. Click or tap the screen to watch the video on how to make money from home from YouTube. So what are the best ways to make money on YouTube this year? You know, YouTube continues to make frustrating policy changes that have honestly hurt a lot of creators, meaning it's more important than ever to diversify your income streams. So